Hey, how's everybody doing? Happy Masters Sunday to everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Crawford Chronicles. I'm one of your hosts, PK. Sweet Bee Bones Bryles is with us. Chris is on Little League board member duty tonight. He sends his best. He also lost his prediction. So me and Bryles are still a game behind, which I'll take that. Bryles, how was your weekend, homie?
It was fantastic, man. I love Masters weekend. We were glued to the TV Thursday through Sunday. I thought Scheffler was going to make a big move to come back, and he got so close, just one putt away, one stroke away. So anyway, but that was fun to watch. Other than that, man, I'll tell you one thing that wasn't fun to watch. That was the Astros. So if you guys tuned in late and watched them in Seattle, there's going to be a lot of stuff PK and I are about to get into. It's not going to be the most fun stuff to talk about, but other than that, the only other very positive thing was the League City Little League Rays won their game today, 11-10. Nice. So I will take that all day long. PK, how was your weekend, buddy?
It was good. It was uneventful, so it's always good. It was another weekend off from volleyball before it kind of picks back up here in another week or so.
The calm before the storm.
That's correct. That's the last push for the last, month and a half of every weekend. But yeah, just like you said, man, it's excuse me, Master Weekend, first major of the golf season. So there's a lot of watching golf. And but either way, to your point, to the podcast point, this is Nationals podcast. Man, this thing, we were, a little bit reluctant, a little bit cautious going into the series on Friday when we talked on Thursday, right? We thought that going into game one and game two, our pitching, right, with Emai and LMJ kind of lined up for you to be able to really have a better chance of taking those first two games, right? And then today's game and tomorrow's game was going to be the more difficult ones because you had Logan Gilbert today, and then you have George Kirby tomorrow, right? So we were kind of looking at a series split. Bryles had the Astros winning the series, and Bryles is probably going to hopefully run this in reverse. Hopefully the Astros salvage like one game out of this right. series, and take tomorrow. But it has been a complete disaster of a series in Seattle. I mean, just complete disaster. And if you go back to that Sunday finale against the A's, you're looking at, so what are we at, 6 now? You got swept by Colorado, lost the finale. Yep. So at 6, you're sitting at 6 straight losses. Last night's loss was effing brutal. Like, it was effing brutal. It like you turn the game on, and this offense, we're going to get into all the games, but last night's game, your offense came out and just got on Luis Castillo. I mean, he had 80-something pitches, I think, in like the third, early fourth inning, right? I mean, Cam Smith had a 13-pitch at bat with 2 outs to drive a ball to the middle to get, I think he scored 2 on that one, and I think that put it at 7. And then Yainer comes up, and the very next at bat, and he sees 4 pitches. 4 pitches after this 23-year-old kid sees 13 pitches in one at bat and gets a single. And Yainer comes up there and does Yainer things. So we're going to get into it. Pitching, dude, I was talking with Chris last night, like late, we were texting back and forth. I've seen a lot of stuff on X. I don't even really know what the solution is. I mean, seriously, I don't think there's anybody in your system right now that you can say, hey, get your ass up here and stop the bleeding.
Well, we have talked in the offseason about how stacked the Sugar Land Space Cowboys are from their, starting pitching and rotation to their bullpen to stuff like that. So I'm really, really hoping that the injection of the guys that are going to be coming out, this week and in this next homestand are going to really help us out. One of the things that I thought was particularly alarming was Emai went back early because of his apparently arm tiredness, fatigue, soreness, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, we don't even have a medical breakdown of what happened to him yet. So that's particularly concerning. But at the same time, I want to touch on this is Dana Brown had the option to bring Arrighetti up at the beginning of this series. And instead of bringing him up, he had him start for the Space Cowboys. That was a huge mistake. We talked about this on Thursday. This series had 2 TBD pitchers. We knew who 2 of them were going to be. We didn't even know who the other 2 were going to be. And I said it on Thursday. I said, hey, listen, Arrighetti's going to start one of these. That was the reason I went 3-1. Now, don't get me wrong. The offense actually came through on a couple of these games. I say a couple because 2 out of the 3 so far. They have come through, and actually we should have won 2 of those games. So the fact that Arrighetti was sitting there in Sugarland and threw a gem for the Space Cowboys instead of the Astros is a damn shame. And shame on you, Dana Brown, for not pulling him up and putting him in the starting lineup. So listen, we do have a good starting rotation down in Sugarland. We're going to be bringing these guys up, and hopefully that's going to inject some energy into the starting rotation, get us back on the right path. But, I mean, we've got problems with Amai being hurt, with Hunter Brown being hurt. Don't get me wrong. Dude, don't even get me started on Javier. Javier not only doesn't look good, but he's clearly not ready. So, I mean, we've got 3 dudes right there in your starting rotation that have got problems. So you're about to see a whole lot of Sugarland Space Cowboy, pitchers coming up, hopefully getting some energy in this rotation and then moving forward, man. Because guess what? We got the Rockies coming up again, and they just swept us where we should have swept them. PK, you picked the sweep in Colorado, and we should have gotten it. I picked 3-1. I'm hoping it's a reverse, and like you said, we scrap it out, get 1 win out of this tomorrow, and go from there. But, I mean, good God, man. And that's the starting rotation. So I'm going to let you go ahead before I even get to the bullpen. So go ahead.
Yeah, dude, the bullpen's a effing disaster. The Imai thing, it was pretty obvious pretty quickly. I mean, dude, the dude didn't last, but I think what is his final line? A third of an inning, 3 runs, 4 walks. Yeah. And dude, his walks they weren't close. They weren't teetering on the edge of the strike zone.
He didn't look right.
Massive, you're right, massive misses. But what there was something that I saw on X that he said that part of it was the mound in Seattle he wasn't used to, or it was different, and something about the weather is not the same as Japan. And I'm like, don't give me the bullshit. Don't give me the bullshit.
PK, excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one and they all stink.
That's right. I'm like, don't give me that. Right. I understand that you're new to this league. I don't know. You're new to the league. I get it. You need to figure some of the stuff out. I mean, I'm sure the weather, I don't even know, dude. I don't know. But you didn't look right. Take your loss. Take your lump. You sucked. Right. You've thrown 8 2/3 inning, and you have arm fatigue. That doesn't like calculate. I'm not the smartest dude in the world, but like that doesn't calculate to arm fatigue to me. So still, like you said, no word on Imai, what his status is. Your offense was from 2 guys on Friday. It was Jordan. He had a 3-run bomb late, and then Christian Vasquez. He had 3 RBIs. He was 2 for 3. 2 for 3. This dude, when he's come in and started, has produced. It's not like the sexiest hits, but he gets on base. He drives in runs. He works counts. I mean, he's not known as more as a I don't even know how to properly say it, but like he's not known of a hitter like Paredes in the sense of he sits there and takes pitches. But when you have someone to his other counterpart to compare to in Yainer, who sees 4 freaking pitches or 3 or 2 or 1, whatever, Chris Vasquez looks a hell of a lot more disciplined, and he gets hits. And so for the record, I don't think Yainer should be in that lineup. Yainer and Vasquez should be flip-flopped. It should be Vasquez as our starter. Yainer should be our backup. Now, I did hear on the broadcast on Friday that Espada was going to start, well, prior to Imai's injury, that they were going to get Vasquez with Imai as kind of his personal catcher, at least for the time being. I guess that really doesn't matter now because Imai is out for however, God knows how long. But your offense did enough to win on Friday. You had another crooked inning. We talked about it with the Colorado series, 2 different innings in the Colorado series. You gave them 8 runs in one inning and then 5 on another, right? And so you get about 3 in the first inning. The first inning of Friday night's game was 3 walks and a freaking bloop. 3 walks and a bloop, and you were trailing. You didn't and I think I tweeted it out, like, the Seattle Mariners coming into this series had the lowest average as a team at the plate. They are terrible.
Buck 92.
Terrible at the plate. And dude, it's like so hard not to really cuss, really. Your freaking staff didn't make them earn the base runners, didn't make them earn the runs. You gave it away. You gave them opportunities to go. And so you go to your bullpen on Friday night. I forget the order who came out, but Weiss was in there. He gave up, he had 2 walks. JP France comes in. He has 4 walks. Between the 2 of them, they gave up 6 runs between the 2 of them, right? I think Okert did come in relief of Imai early. And then you had Weiss and France. It's so frustrating to watch this bullpen like come in and just give up the lead. I mean, Chris talked about it in the last shit. I don't even remember what game it was. There's been so many that like that. We take the lead and or tie it in our next half of the inning, just so that the following half inning, the bullpen or starter, whoever, like gives up the lead. I mean, I think it was just Oakland or Sacramento, but it's so incredibly frustrating to watch these guys come out of the pen and just piss down their leg, right? And that was just Friday. That was just the Friday game. Yesterday's game, you're up 7-2. 7-2. And I'm gonna give you your thing, and I'm gonna get off my soapbox here in a minute, Browse. But LMJ did good enough yesterday that he deserved better than his 4 and 2. I think it was 4 2/3, 4 1/3. He did good enough to deserve better than 4 1/3. He got a little bit pitch count. He was going into, I think he was in the 5th, and his pitch count was at 37. I believe that's what I was looking at. And then within 2 batters, it was up to like 51, right? And then they got a base hit. He had some walks, but like he was pitching pretty damn good until he got to that one inning. Your offense came out, jumped on Luis Castillo. You chased him in like the 4th. No, yeah, because Luis Castillo only went 3 1/3. So you chased the starting pitcher early because you were on him. And your bullpen, dude, God, dude, your bullpen. Okert again, Ting, Brian King, blue ball. And then you have Brian freaking Abreu. Brian freaking Abreu. 3 walks and gives up the game winner. And I think it was in extras. Did we go to extras? No, it was in the 9th inning. But in between that 6, 7, 8, 9 inning, you had multiple opportunities to break the tie. Multiple chances to break the damn tie. You had guys on 1st and 3rd with 1 out, or you had bases loaded with 1 or 0 outs, and you can't do anything. Strikeout, pop up, strikeout, or something stupid like that. Dude, it was and then Pena gets hurt. Pena got hurt on Saturday also. I haven't seen anything on him because he leaves the game early. Nick Allen comes in and handles it. Christian Walker didn't play. He pinch hit later. But Jordan hits did Jordan have a solo? Jordan had a solo. It went back-to-back days. Jordan's going to have a career freaking year, and this pitching staff is going to make it not care.
Ruin it. So, man, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
You brought up so much stuff. It's like, I'm just like, okay, hold on. Let me, just take a step back. Let me think about this for a second. Yes, our starting rotation has looked bad. We already talked about that. LMJ, he did have a good game. I thought that he pitched enough to where, just like any Major League Baseball team, you get into trouble with your starter. Guess what you do? You have that guy from the bullpen warmed up, ready to go, even if it's, the end of the 4th inning, beginning of the 5th, whatever the case may be. and he's going to get you out of that jam. All right, great. Especially with LMJ. We already know what he is. He's been hurt for a number of years. You know, he's come in. He has done a damn good job over the last, 2 starts, 3 starts now at this point. And, I can't really blame him for anything that's happened other than the fact that he has given up a little bit of bloops here and there. He's given up some like singles and stuff, but there's not been a blow up game like he had last season when honestly, I thought they brought him into the rotation before he was even ready. So the fact that he's come out here, done what he has done, and the guys can't pick him up from there, it's like, dude, I thought that our bullpen had some holes in it, like at the start of the season, maybe just a couple, but this has turned into not just a couple of holes. It's turned into a downright embarrassment. I am so frustrated with everybody except for 2 guys. 2 guys. Kiwei Tang, thank you very much. You've done a good job. Brian King, thank you very much. You've done a very good job. Everybody else, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and figure out, am I a Major League Baseball pitcher or not? Because it's literally that bad. And I want to start on all this because you talked about being on your soapbox. Now I'm on my soapbox. Brian Abreu, your ERA right now is almost 21, 20.92. 20.92. And I will say that this is a dual fault for this. This is not only Brian Abreu not performing, but this is also Espada putting him in situations that don't make any sense whatsoever. So Espada, you got at least 10 of that ERA on you. That is completely on you. And it has been so bad to see like what has happened with the mismanagement of our entire bullpen, but not only that, our starting rotation. So anyway, we've been tweeting, we've been going back and forth in our text messages, but I will tell you, this new pitching regime, I am very concerned about. There's a lot of these assistant coaches, maybe, and I can't say that I'm going to blame them right now, but man, if there's somebody to blame, it's got to be the coaching staff on the way this pitching staff has been used, man. It's been absolutely terrible. Now, I want to go to the good part of this. I want to go to the hitting part. Our guys and the new hitting regime, oh my good Lord. Thank God they've been putting up runs. Unfortunately, they have not been putting up enough runs to actually keep us in a winning position. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. They've been keeping us in a winning position, and our bullpen and our pitching staff's been giving it up. So, listen, Jeremy Pena, I know that he's got some bumps and bruises. He's looked good so far. But the 2 guys, you already said it, Yordan has been absolutely dominant. And the other guy, and we got to give him his flowers, I'm telling you, Cam Smith. Cam Smith, good night, son. If he was a rookie this year, that's Rookie of the Year written all over it. So I'm not going to say he's going to be comeback player of the year because there's nothing really to come back from because he had a good rookie season. But my goodness, man, he has developed in his sophomore year, and he has figured out pitching just to counteract the pitching that has tried to figure out him. So keep doing what you're doing. And the last thing that I will touch on that you said, yes, we definitely need to put Yainer Diaz. He's got to take a seat, man. Yeah, he needs to do something. His swing looks off. He's late on everything. He's striking out. He's making very dumb plays at the plate. He looks lost. So we've got to do something with him. And Christian Vasquez right now looks like he is in his prime. He is hitting well. He is catching well. He's got to be in the starting lineup moving forward.
No, I agree, dude. I agree. I don't care that he hit a home run today. It makes no difference that Yainer hit a freaking home run today. That doesn't change. You need to
run into one, man.
Like look, yesterday, 0 for 5, 2 Ks. Friday, he didn't play Friday. So he went 1 for 3 today, 0 for 5 yesterday, right? And then Vasquez in one night went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Today's game was just a complete disaster. I mean, Altuve, did you see the play with the umpire interference with Altuve?
No, I missed that.
Okay, so he's at first. He's at first. He's still second. Raleigh comes up and his hand on the throw down hits the bottom of the mask of the umpire. So when he throws it out to center. Altuve goes to third, right? So they called umpire interference. I personally have never seen that before, right? Like in the major leagues. And if I have, I don't remember it, right? So they kill the play. Altuve goes back to first, right? And he goes back to first. And then the next play, right? Next play, if you want to call it pitch, because there wasn't the next play in the game was Josh Taylor dekes Altuve, right? Because Taylor's off the bag at first, and then he does a deke to go back to cover. And then as soon as he does that, Altuve goes back, right? But then Altuve takes a step towards second, and boom, Gilbert throws over there, picks him off. I mean, like, as soon as that play happened, you're just like, okay, all right. I mean, this is how this series has been. It's just, just stupid shit like that, right? Just stupid. I mean, you didn't have any base runners. You had 5 hits today. 3 of them were by Altuve. 1 was by Yainer that ran into his bomb, and then Paredes had a base knock, right? I mean, we talked about it on Thursday. You're going up against Logan Gilbert. It's going to be tough. He always pitches the Astros tough. You almost had to be perfect. And I think, like, I don't even know if the letdown from Saturday night carries over to Sunday, right? Because, like, your offense did enough to win. Your pitching staff let you down as a whole. I mean, Abreu as a whole. But, look, you take the L today. You lose the series. Tomorrow you've got George Kirby. Oh, Bolton, the starting pitcher for today, he leaves the game early. He only pitches 1 inning. I saw something on X from Wheelhouse that a few days ago, Bolton got hit with a line drive, I guess, in one of the games. I think it was in Colorado. So I guess there was some soreness, but, you went through your whole damn bullpen today. Murray went 2 innings. He gave up 2 runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks. Christian Roa, who looked good during the spring, has looked like ass. He's looked like ass so far. Like there's got to be another option, dude. Like, I don't even know. I think that's what I started with, is I don't know what the solution is to the bullpen, like from within, right? I don't. I don't think there's anybody down in Sugarland from the bullpen perspective that's like, yo, let's go. Come up here, stop this. Starting pitching, you're going to have Colton Gordon and Spencer Arrighetti this week. Colton Gordon's going to start tomorrow or Tuesday. Right. Spencer will probably go on Wednesday, like 1 start too short, just like you had mentioned again, like earlier. Like, why is he going? Why was he starting again? I think Jason Alexander pitched today. So maybe over the weekend, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Why would you start Jason Alexander?
Like, I don't.
Why would you start Jason Alexander in AAA?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, you've got a hemorrhaging starting rotation right now. Hemorrhaging. You got 3 of your starters are on the IL, potentially 2 for sure. You got Burrows, who really isn't a number 2. Like, he's not a number 2. He's a number 4, right? And then you've got LMJ, who's a number 5, who, aside from 1 start, hasn't gone past 5. And that's me on LMJ. Like, he deserved to go better or to go deeper in the game than he did on Saturday. He just ran into some problems there, and I think his pitch count was getting a little bit up, and they were starting to finally get some base knocks on him. But I think overall, you have to be happy in what you're seeing from Lance. Like, honestly, you really do. He's your number 5 guy. So you've got a hemorrhaging starting rotation, and you've got Colton Gordon, Spencer Arrighetti. And I'm not saying Jason Alexander is going to be the Jason Alexander from last season, but you've got 3 guys down there that like, can help the team, and then you give them some wasted starts down Sugarlands. But we're going to see them this week, so don't worry, right? We'll see them. It's been a terrible week for your Astros. Like, it has been really bad. Like, it's been really freaking bad. So get off the freaking West Coast and Mountain Time and come back home. You've got man. Dude, I didn't think I was going to get this hot. And this is like, I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to be calm on this thing and not completely lose my shit.
We're trying to keep this as PG as possible.
Yeah, trying to. So look, let's get into, let's get into this series. You're back at home. You got Colorado coming in. Colorado swept your ass in Colorado, right? Colorado is really they're not as bad, I think, as we're as we are used to seeing them. Mickey, like they were in San Diego over the weekend, and they played San Diego pretty damn good. I mean, Mickey Moniak, like he can smash, right? I think Jordan Beck, I think, is their left fielder. Like he's good, and that's just a couple of guys, right? I mean, they've got some good young talent there in Colorado. So they're not the bums that we expected, and that's not because they just swept us at their place. I mean, like they are better than we are used to seeing Colorado. So it's going to be easy probable pitchers, Bryles. Tell us about the probables.
Sure. We got TBD coming up.
It's going to be tough for TBD to go 3 days in a row, but you know what? I think he can do it. So look, you're going to see Colton Gordon. I'm telling you this right now. You're going to see Colton Gordon
I'm just so frustrated, man.
I know, dude. I know. You're going to see Colton Gordon on Tuesday. You'll probably see Spencer on Wednesday. And then
I'm hoping we see Uola, man, coming Thursday. Up. I do want to see Uola come up from AAA. You know, there's no reason why they shouldn't bring him up. He's pitched unbelievably so far. Not only in spring, but also when he got sent down to minor league spring training and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, he definitely should.
Well, spring. I think spring he had some issues in spring. I think he did.
He had a little bit, but
like some wild control. But yeah, he's definitely turned it around so far in minor league camp. So yeah, look. Before we get to predictions on the Colorado series, Burroughs does go tomorrow against George Kirby. Burroughs 1-2, 5.63 ERA. Kirby's 1-2 with the 3.60. Yeah, right now the Astros are dead last in the division. I think they're dead last, or maybe they're tied. No, they're last because Seattle now is a game better than you. So yeah. We're last in the division. Look, I know it's 1 week. I know it's 1 week of the season. I think it's the way that you're seeing this team lose is the frustrating part. Because you have last year, we didn't have the offense clicking. We had Jordan out, and you had a pitching staff with Sugarland Space Cowboys, and they held it together for you and pitched their asses off all season. The offense never caught up. And this year, you're having a healthy Jordan. Altuve has got plate discipline. You've got Correa and Walker's mashing, and Cam Smith is turning the corner. And you've got all these momentum from the offensive side, but you've got zero pitching help. And it's like a beer league softball. It reminds me when I used to play softball. Like you got to have to score like 10 runs. I mean, in beer league, you got to score like 10 runs in an inning, right? But in the bigs, like you score 8 to 10 runs, like you should be winning games. You should be winning freaking games. I think the Astros are 5-5 or 5-4 when they're scoring 7+ runs in a game, which is insane. The Saturday game, just for kind of context, Saturday's freaking game, 7 runs, 17 hits is what the Astros had. And Seattle had 8 runs on 7 hits, and you lost. Like that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. So I know we're playing tomorrow. Seattle series is over. I'm moving on to Colorado. And so look, Chris, we all lost this week. Chris is out. He handles the prediction score. So me and Bryles are still chasing Chris by a game. Chris is going to be 1-2 on his. Me and Bryles will be 0-3, I think. I think it's how it is.
Yep.
But what do you have for the Colorado series? What are you going with?
I'm telling you, man, this is tough. Now, listen, Colorado's got a bunch of young, good hitters. We just came back from Colorado. We saw that. These guys are good. And we've got a bunch of question marks coming up with pitching. And we've talked about this whole podcast. I mean, that's our biggest problem. So I want to say that we're going to go 2-1 with a little bit of home cooking. We don't have any days off until April 23rd, which these guys desperately need a day off. So, I will go 2-1. I think that we should be able to rebound against the Rockies a little bit. Our offenses looked fantastic. I'm hoping that some injection from AAA into that pitching staff is going to help out. And then we get a little bit lucky as well. So I'm going to go 2-1. We're going to, make a little bit of a comeback and go from there. And then before PK, PK, take it. Chris texted me his prediction, so I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, he did. Okay. Yeah, look, I am. I'm going to go 2-1 also. I think being back home is going it's just a full reset, right? You had 3 series out west. It was a effing disaster, right? You won 2 games, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I know
No.
tomorrow we're still, yes, I know. No.
One
game against Sacramento.
One game.
I know tomorrow you still got the game with Seattle, so like technically you could still win 2 out of that road trip. But it's been a terrible road trip, right? Terrible. So I think getting off the West Coast, getting back home, it could just be being a homer and want to see this team just be the team that we expected coming into the season. So I'm going 2-1 also. There's a real good part of me that wants to go 1-2, right? Like there really is like a good part of me that wants to go 1-2 solely because, I mean, god dang, dude, the Astros, they haven't shown you anything that they can even handle a lead or hold a lead or keep a tie game. Like, I mean, there's so much, but I'm going to go 2-1. What is Homer Chris going with?
Homer Chris is going 1-2 and for the Rockies.
Yeah. Look, it's a safe, and I don't mean safe in like a.
I don't blame him.
It's a safe pick. It's not far. It's pick them to lose series until they can prove that they can win a series. That's
fair
what
enough, man.
Right. So that's that. And before we get out of here, man, rest in peace to Phil Scrap Iron Garner. He passed away yesterday.
Saw that.
Yeah, dude, terrible. I mean, I think he was battling cancer for a minute. I think is what I read. But look, he was the manager that took the Astros to their first ever World Series appearance against Chicago back in 2005. Played for the Astros for 7 seasons. Was part of the We Are Family team in Pittsburgh back in, I think, in the 70s, 78. I think is what I read.
Yep.
Right. Just a great manager, great ball player. He passes away yesterday. So Astros organization, posted something about him. It was pretty awesome. So rest in peace to Phil Garner, Scrap Iron. Man, dude, I hope this week's a lot better than these last couple of weeks, dude, because it's been painful to watch. Painful to watch our guys, get out there and just kind of it's been really frustrating. As you can tell by the podcast tonight, I really didn't think it was going to go in that direction, man. But you sit and think about the expectation that the team has, right? And what's going on the field, it's really frustrating. So Daniel Brown, he's got some things he's got to handle. He needs to make moves. These moves early on, they're not coming through the way he expected it. So we'll see what happens, dude. You got a WBC manager sitting on the bench. Just saying.
Sorry, not sorry for the rants tonight, guys.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank everyone for tuning in. We had a good amount of viewers tonight, so thank everyone for tuning in. We're going to get back to our post-game recap starting on Tuesday. So I know I will be back. I don't know if the other guys will. But either way, we will be back on starting Tuesday for the post-game recap. So I hope you guys join us for that. Thank you, as always, for the support. We appreciate it a lot. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Great start to your week. This is the Crawford Chronicles. I'm PK. Sweet B Bones Bryles. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Book 'em.
Do you see the series against A&M this weekend? Not good.
No.
Not good.
Falling up stroke short, just like Scotty.
Yeah. They